Zenas is a young and talented healer in the Kingdom of Hersheth, a land known for its powerful healers. The Royal Hospital in Hersheth is famous for its skilled doctors who are trained properly and hold licenses. But Zenas is different. He's a self-taught healer with no official training or license. He works in the slums, treating anyone who can afford to pay him. Despite his lack of credentials, people still come to him for help because his skills are unmatched. Zenas lives in a large, run-down house with his elf servant Lily. He also shares the house with a ghost named Carmela, who does nothing but float around the house all day. Zenas doesn't care much about what others think of him, and he doesn't judge people when they pay for his services. One regular day, after seeing all his patients, Zenas heads out to visit a new patient who's willing to pay him more. Lily stays behind and starts cooking dinner. Meanwhile, a group of his simps, a bunch of girls who are all obsessed with Zenas, shows up at his clinic, hoping to get some attention from him. These girls include Zofia, the lizard girl, Linga, the silly furry, and Loie, the strong dark elf. They all argue about who should get to see Zenas first and start talking about how they want him to thoroughly examine their bodies. Lily, who doesn't like anyone being too forward with Zenas, interrupts them and tells them to wait. She then invites them to stay for dinner once Zenas gets back. However, as soon as Lily steps out of the room to do laundry, the furry Linga and the Loie can't resist the urge to try the delicious stew Lily is making. They figure that just one sip won't hurt. But after tasting it, they crave more and end up eating the whole pot of stew. Even Zofia, the lizard girl, can't hold back for long and joins them in finishing the entire meal. When Lily returns, she's horrified to find the stew completely gone. The three girls try to blame each other for eating it all, but Carmela, the ghost, shows up and is furious. She was really looking forward to the meal. The girls, scared of Carmela, quickly volunteer to help Lily cook another batch of stew, but Lily tells them that there aren't enough ingredients to make more. So, the girls decide to go out and find the best ingredients they can. While the girls are scrambling to fix their mistake, Zenas returns home after his house visit. On his way back, he comes across a beast girl named Till. She looks like she's in terrible pain, clutching her stomach tightly. Zenas stops to check on her, but before he can help, her master arrives. The man is cruel and orders Till around, calling her a slave. He demands that she get back to work despite her obvious discomfort. When Till explains that she tried to see a doctor but couldn't afford the treatment, her master grabs her by the hair and drags her off, telling her she's not getting a break. Zenas watches the scene unfold but doesn't intervene, thinking it's not his problem. Till's master drags her to the local cemetery, where he throws her on top of a grave. Unbeknownst to him, a ghost enters Till's body and starts to take control of her. The man orders her to find valuable items hidden in the graves, but when Till doesn't answer, he kicks her in frustration. Despite the pain, Till clutches her stomach tighter. The ghost begins to fully take control of Till's body. Her master doesn't notice and continues to bark orders at her. He tells her she won't get any dinner if she comes back empty-handed. But Till is no longer obeying him. She's fully possessed by the ghost and suddenly lashes out, slashing her master's stomach open with her claws. The man realizes too late that she's no longer under his control and runs away in a panic, blood spilling from his wound. The man runs into Zenas as he tries to flee, begging for help.
I need help.
But Zenas doesn't care about saving the arrogant jerk. He tells him that he has no time for people like him. Just then, Till appears, and Zenas notices the dark energy surrounding her. He asks the man where they had been, and the jerk lies, saying they were just working on the farm. Zenas doesn't believe him but doesn't care enough to press further. The jerk pleads for Zenas to take care of his berserk slave, promising a reward in exchange. Zenas doesn't respond immediately, and just as Till lunges at the man again, Zenas steps in to save him, tossing him aside. Till continues to attack, throwing stones at Zenas with full force. Zenas dodges all of them with ease, knowing they would have left holes in his body if they had hit. The man, now desperate, thinks he can defeat Till, but Zenas isn't worried. He knows the real problem isn't Till but the dark energy controlling her. Zenas calmly tells the desperate jerk that he's a healer, and killing isn't exactly a good look for someone in his line of work. But before the jerk can argue further, Till, still possessed, hurls a massive boulder straight at them. Without breaking a sweat, Zenas punches the boulder, shattering it to dust using a fist glowing with magic. In a flash, Till charges at Zenas, attacking him with frightening speed. Zenas easily sidesteps several blows, barely moving. Then, allowing her to strike, he activates a magical barrier around him, sending Till crashing into a nearby building. The force of the impact is brutal, leaving Till seriously injured as the building collapses around her. Despite the damage, Till slowly crawls out of the rubble. The injuries weaken the ghost possessing her, causing it to lose control. Observing her carefully, Zenas now knows exactly what's troubling her. He approaches to heal her, but Till, still somewhat possessed, bites down on his arm fiercely. Zenas doesn't flinch or react. Instead, he immediately starts casting healing magic, gently removing the ghost from Till's body and fully healing her wounds. With another wave of magic, he also purifies the ghost itself, finally releasing it from its torment. Satisfied, Zenas declares he's done enough work for one day. The rich jerk watches this scene unfold in disbelief, finally realizing that Zenas is an extraordinary healer. Desperate and bleeding, he begs Zenas to save him. However, Zenas bluntly replies he's already reached his healing quota for today. Furious, the man complains, yelling that he's dying and demanding immediate treatment. With a calm voice, Zenas casually informs him it'll cost extra. Frustrated, the jerk tosses his purse to the ground, saying it should cover everything. But Zenas, after a quick glance, informs him the amount isn't enough. The jerk threatens to report him to the medical board for overcharging. With a smirk, Zenas tells him to go ahead. After all, he doesn't have a license anyway, and the medical board can kiss his shoes.
What?
Suddenly, an idea strikes Zenas. He casually proposes taking the beast girl, Till, as payment for the rest. Without hesitation, the jerk agrees to the deal. Zenas promptly heals the jerk's injuries, ensuring he won't die. Afterward, Zenas sits beside Till, patiently waiting until she regains consciousness. When she wakes, her stomach pain returns sharply. Confused and frightened, Till asks who he is. Calmly, Zenas shows her the documents proving he's her new master. Immediately, he gets serious and asks Till to strip down so he can examine her. Terrified and embarrassed, Till assumes he's just another pervert owner. But knowing she's still a slave, she reluctantly removes her shirt. Quickly, Zenas sees the real source of her agony, a gallstone causing intense pain. Speaking like some mystical doctor, he whispers complicated medical terms under his breath, then gently uses his magic to remove the stone from her body in seconds. Instantly, Till feels incredible relief. Stunned, she asks how he did it. With casual modesty, Zenas explains he simply used magic to cut her open, remove the stone, and instantly heal her again, all within seconds. Till finds this impossible to believe, but Zenas shrugs humbly, claiming any decent healer could do the same. Till thanks him profusely, but Zenas stops her, saying he doesn't want gratitude, he wants repayment for the price he paid for her. Nervous but determined, Till eagerly says she'll do anything, even offering something extra spicy. But Zenas isn't that kind of man and quickly rejects her suggestion. Instead, he simply asks her to gather a special herb for him. A bit disappointed, Till quickly fetches the requested herb. When she returns, Zenas announces she has officially repaid him in full. Completely baffled, Till can't figure out if he's serious or joking. Zenas then explains that without her help, he'd never have found that rare herb. In reality, she's fully repaid her price, and now she's free. Before Till can even grasp this, Zenas tears up her slave contract, telling her that her life now belongs solely to herself. Overwhelmed with emotion, Till thanks him deeply. Zenas kindly tells her she can visit his clinic whenever she needs healing, but jokingly warns her that his fees are a bit steep. With that settled, Zenas returns home just in time to see his 3 eager simps proudly returning with fresh ingredients, ready to finally make dinner. That's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you come back next time to find out what kind of crazy adventures Zenas will face. See you in the next episode.